the soon-to-be Wilsons. And so one of the first questions, how did you guys meet?
Well, we met on a dating app, Hinge. We connected on Hinge. I think she probably liked my pic first. You know, my profile is like that.
My nigga.
So you know, after she liked my pic, you know, we chatted. All right, whatever. Whoever liked whoever's pic, but we chatted for a couple weeks, and then we ended up meeting up one day for happy hour, in DuPont Circle. We had drinks, and that's when we first met in person. Maybe a couple weeks after chatting through the app.
Now the chat, right? Because you got how many? I know you had 100 different.
Yeah, you know I'm
right.
Yeah.
Swipe right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So now, why did you not only swipe right, but indulge yourself in the conversation?
So I had a few conversations going on at that time, but I don't get in depth with them. I don't like the texting conversation as far as getting to know people. So it's mostly small talk for me on the app. Then after a while of doing that, she suggested that we get together and actually meet face to face. And I was like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Okay. Millie, what made you suggest that?
That was my way. Like, if I was talking to somebody, I wanted to meet them immediately, because that's how I knew whether or not I liked them or not. Like, because you can, fabricate, a whole existence.
But with all those connections, though, what made you say, Corey, let's meet up?
Honestly, I really do not remember, those initial conversations that I had with him. I was having, as you do when you're on those apps, you have lots of conversations with lots of people, and, so I honestly do not remember. That was just the way I did it. And so we met so that I could kind of knock him out or keep him around.
And when did you end up deleting the app?
I know it was after Corey, because Corey deleted it quickly.
I deleted it the next day.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know that much.
Corey, when did you delete it?
I deleted the app the next day.
Is that right?
She kept hers around.
I was talking to 3 other people, and I was still, seeing what I liked. Mm-hmm. But I did like Corey, and me and Corey, we went swimming that one time. And but I still kept it after that. I don't even remember when I deleted mine. Honestly, that wasn't a big thing for me. I mean, I was in the initial. Yeah, I was using it. I was still talking to other people. Corey told me he deleted his. I really didn't even think anything of that when you said it. I was just like, I guess. I was like, you're not really doing the app right, but okay, if that's what you want to do. I don't know. I really don't have that vivid of a memory of those initial app interactions and things like that. I really don't.
So what are some characteristics that you really liked about Corey?
Yeah, in that initial meeting, right? Because you said that was your modus operandi. So when you met him, what was intriguing?
I liked everything that Corey was saying on our first date. He and I had a great conversation initially. We both seemed to be on the same page about everything in terms of the way we thought about things. Then we went and met his friends, including you, Hamp. And I liked the way he interacted with his friends. We just had a good vibe going. So I liked him. I liked him immediately. Of course, I didn't know I wanted to be with him and him alone, so I kept talking to other people, but I definitely liked him immediately.
Respond?
I know, Corey, especially for you, Corey, since you said you deleted the app immediately the next day. What really was intriguing and that you really liked about her to make you do that?
Well, I mean, of course, I thought she was beautiful, so I found her physically attractive. But I think we just had a real good connection. It was easy for us to talk to each other. We have I guess a good sense of humor. We laugh at the same jokes and stuff. So it was even though I had met however many people I had met on the app before already, I could just tell an instant connection with her that was different than other stuff. And I think I deleted the app quicker just because I think once you dated maybe as much as I have, when you find what you're looking for. So it wasn't really no point in me wasting time talking to other people on the app.
It's dope. So when did you make it official?
It wasn't very long afterward. Maybe like a month or so. What do you think? Yeah, I think maybe like a month or so afterwards. I don't like recall like the.
More than a month.
All right, maybe a month and a half or so. But I don't really recall the exact date. But it wasn't that long. We didn't date like it was less than 2 months for sure. So yeah, it didn't take long once we started, because we were hanging out like every day. So our dating was kind of the process was sped up. We were hanging out like 6-7 days a week.
Dang. Well, you only got 7.
Yeah, you got facts.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think when we started, I had said that it's soon to be the Wilsons, and I say that because you guys recently got engaged, which is a congratulations. But I would love to know, like, how did you know that she's the one that you want to take it to that step?
That's a good question. Well, I would say I determined that. I made up my mind about that a long time ago. So I've known that for a while.
Well, that's the point that we want to understand.
Like, how did I get there?
When did you get to that point?
You know, as we were dating, probably somewhere towards like the end of 2019, maybe like November, December-ish. You know, everything was going well. We have a lot in common. I could tell that like this was someone that I could see myself spending the rest of my life with. Well, actually, at some point, I think I probably just got to the point where, not that I could just see it. Like I didn't want to see it without her. So then I felt like at that point we were ready to take the next step.
Yeah, that's good, man. Thank you for that, because you said see it without her.
Yeah.
That's the phrase. That need to go on the shirt. That's good. Millie, you proposed the same question.
What was the question?
When'd you know? When'd you know you would say yes?
Let's see. I mean, I guess Corey would talk to me about it, so I would be listening and I would agree with him. He would talk to me about it.
About what? What?
Being together, you know.
Forever?
Not initially forever, but I remember one time we were laying in bed and we were like talking, and he was like, this was early on. He was like, I said something, and he like got serious and said, I want this. And I was like, oh. So then I started changing my mind. You probably don't even remember that, Corey. You definitely said it, and I was like, that kind of like actually like shocked me a little bit, and then I started kind of thinking more seriously about it. So as Corey is talking more seriously about it, then I'm thinking about it. Of course, I'm considering him, and I'm liking everything about him. So.
Who said I love you first?
Corey.
Did you say that?
I'm sure I did. I don't even remember the first time he said I love you, but I know he said it.
I think he said it. If you did, we wouldn't be here. I'd have kicked us to the curb. I would have downloaded the app back.
I'm sure I did. I don't remember the first time you said I love you.
I don't either, no, but I know you probably said
But you feel like you said it back.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
That's good.
I liked Corey from the beginning, so.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
That's a heavy burden, but yeah. Beyond a reasonable doubt.
That's good, man. That's good. You know, we're really, really proud of y'all, man. It's hard out here, you know?
Appreciate that.
There's so many influences, Hinges and Instagram and people, you know? So that's dope, because y'all both beautiful.
Thank you.
For sure,
So what do you guys think is like your biggest challenge that you guys faced so far?
For me, I haven't had many, if any, real challenges with this relationship so far. She's kind of exactly, what I would want, and she's like perfect. She does everything right. So I don't really have any issues. It's probably different for her. I probably do a lot of stuff wrong. But for me, I personally haven't had any challenges. I don't have any issues. I've never gotten mad at her. We don't argue. We never had a shouting match. I definitely never raised my voice and talking to her. Like we haven't had those issues.
Turkey legs and all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I mean, I'm not gonna bring up the specific thing, but we got over it. Corey made his move, and I was happy with what he did. We had an initial issue. I didn't like his living situation when I first met him, and I was really like laughing him off as a result of it. Actually, that's probably why I was still seeing other people, because I did really like you. Now I'm thinking about it. I did really like you at the first date, but I probably wasn't even taking you seriously because of your situation.
Yeah, so at the time, we can talk about it. It's not a big deal. At the time, I had a roommate who happened to be my ex-girlfriend.
I mean, that's living with your ex-girlfriend.
No, it's called a roommate. Okay. We not even share. We lived on different floors. Like, you know, I was on the second floor. She was on the first floor.
Abort. It sound like some bullshit.
Abort.
I'm with Millie on this one.
Cut.
Abort, Negro.
All right. Cut.
Millie.
Cut. Abort. All right.
My shoulder.
But go ahead.
But no. But I told her in the beginning, even with that, I was like, once we get serious, like I'm fine with like changing my living situation. Like that's not a big deal. So a little whiles after that, like you know, we decided we want to be boyfriend and girlfriend. So then I just moved out. Like it was that easy. It wasn't hard. Problem solved.
That was easy. I'm glad. Thanks, baby.
All right, so if you had to summarize a relationship in one word, what would it be?
For me, I would say it's been perfect, man. Like it's everything I could ever ask for in a relationship. It's like the ideal situation. I really don't have any bad thoughts about anything we've ever done, anything we've ever experienced about her. Like this is like when I imagine like the perfect relationship, like I feel like I'm in that. So that's what I feel.
No. I mean, the word that's coming to mind right now is fun, but that just seems so trivial for one word to describe a relationship. So I'll say fun, because that is how we have the same sense of humor. I think that's what gets us along. That's what's gotten us here. So. But I will say something I've always said to Corey, like literally from almost the very beginning, that was I'm grateful that I've met him. So I'm grateful. That's not how I feel about the relationship. That's how I feel toward him, though. I'm very grateful for him.
That's a great word, man. Give it up for the Wilson Jones crew.
Ain't no hyphenations here. Ain't no hyphenations.
Like, share, subscribe, wife life.